Dauntless Stark.
Can I record? Jesus Christ, game stream. All right, so yeah, the Legends ZA trailers came out. The official first look at the game that's not just not the game. I have thoughts. Figured I'd get them out. I know they're very late. I have seen the trailer before, but we're gonna watch. This one is the IGN one, and then we're gonna watch the full length one. I don't know if there's anything different with them, but I do have thoughts that I'll get to as we go along. Also, what the fuck? Gotta love that IGN buffering. Sliggoo. Is there... Alright, so I have to pause, okay? So first things first, everyone was bitching about the starters, how there's no Cynical. Like, Cynical wasn't in the last fucking Legends game. Like, what are we doing here? It's not because of the fucking... The controversy with Typhlosion that just happened. No, motherfucker. He was in the last entry. Why would he be in this one? It is strange. Everyone and their mother calls it weird. I think it's weird too, that it's two Johto and one Unova. And instead of being like a Johto, a Sinnoh, Unova, or whatever, like it's one of these is not like the other. My prediction is now that Mega is back, and remember, in the first ZA, you could catch starters. I don't think you could catch... No, you could. You could catch Turtwig, you could catch Piplup, you could catch Chimchar. I'm not sure about the other starters, not off the top of my head, but you could catch starters. So I don't think that these are going to be the only starters in the game. I think they're going to be the Kanto versions, the ones that can Mega Evolve, of course. There was Charizard in the fucking example page, so obviously there's going to be other starters you can pick. So these are just your starter dudes. I think you can easily get more starter Pokemon in the game. However, I do think these fuckers are not going to have a Hisuian-esque final form, because the game takes place either like modern day or the future a little bit because of the whole AZ kind of conundrum. I don't think it takes place in the past like I thought it would, which is kind of how I wanted it to be, if I'm being honest. I wanted more information on like AZ and the war and all that shit, which would make sense why Zygarde is in the whole thing, but I digress. We can't always have what we want, even though I do think that I want a lot more of past Pokemon shit like Legends Arceus. But we're probably going to get Mega Evolutions for Typhlosion, Chikorita, for Alligator. Easy. Emboar, Snivy, and Oshawott. Fuck it. Why not? Sure. Right? Let's go ahead. I think it makes sense. People are speculating that Chikorita is going to be Grass Fairy, which is like, okay, does that mean Froligator is going to be like Water Dark again? Are we going to get another Water Dark? Water Fighting? Is Emboar going to be Fire Electric? Which I think a typing should have happened all the way back with Scorbunny. I think that should have happened, but we'll see. Obviously, we need a little bit more information. But first of all, this is super cute, this scene right here. Another thing that a lot of people are bitching about is that, oh no, it's small. It's just going to be taking place in Lumino City. And I didn't need to watch the video to understand, but a YouTuber by the name of Lockskin and Noggin made a video that perfectly encapsulated my thoughts. In the Yakuza series, all 6 games, plus the Like a Dragon games as well, and Judgment games, the entire series takes place in like 2 to 3 blocks. I think it's the same 2 to 3 blocks throughout the entire series, but it's extremely fleshed out, and it's extremely like popular, like filled with shit to do, right? And I think the same thing can be here. Now, is it cope? It absolutely is, until we get proving it or denying it. But I do think that adding all the detail within Lumino City can be really helpful. Just take a look at like Detective Pikachu games. They were not for me, but people really, really liked how lived in those games felt like, because the game was centered like very condensed, right? So you could have all this shit. There's also buildings and stuff that can give you better draw distancing instead of it just being a giant open field where the draw distance was like 2 Pokemon for every kilometer, right? I don't know the context of the scene, but it's really cute. I want to give my Totodile a little cherry pie. When I play the game, it's not a doubt I'm going to. I'm debating either Totodile or Tepig. I like Chikorita. Maybe I will pick Chikorita just to say fuck everyone else. But Totodile is going to be really hard to say no to. I love Totodile. Chikorita is very cute though. I think it's very adorable. I'm going to turn this down a little bit more. On my end, just so I don't feel like I'm shouting. This is strange to me. The little Rotom parkour thing, it's okay. Your rival. Now this I'm very excited for. I don't see enough people talking about this. Open combat. I have wanted this since like fucking forever, dude. Ever since they added like 3D graphics to Pokemon, I'm like, oh my god, what if we have open combat? And this seems rudimentary, but this seems like the best first step into having open combat. Enough to where I don't even care if the game is like 5 hours long, I'm gonna be getting it. Just because I've always wanted open combat in a Pokemon game. That isn't that awful fucking chibi Wii U game where they're like toys. That game, I didn't like that one at all. But Megas are back. The best gimmick they ever have made and ever will make. Gigamax was a good idea, but it wasn't Mega Evolution. Yeah, see, there's Charizard right there. Both Charizards, so there's going to be starters in the game. They haven't shown anything new, Mega-wise, but it seems... But this is actually a really cool revelation because they added Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire Megas into the game as well. So as far as I can tell, all Megas are in the game, right? Including Galai, Salamence, Metagross. So I assume that every Pokemon that can Mega up to date will be in the game, which is pretty cool. Lore stuff, don't really know anything right now. And of course, Zygarde being in his 25% form. But anyway, let's take a look at this one. Does this one have dialogue in it? I'm not sure.
Pokemon Legends ZA is a new title in the Pokemon series.
It does. Let's just take a look.
The story takes place in Lumiose City, the largest city in the Kalos region. Prism Tower stands tall at the center of this city of beautiful vistas.
Evolutions, it's nice.
These days, Lumiose is undergoing a high-tech urban redevelopment plan to turn it into a city that people and Pokemon
right there.
truly share. After you arrive in Lumiose City to see the sights, you'll meet 3 Pokemon, one of which will become your first partner. Chikorita, Tepig, and Totodile.
Very cute.
You'll choose one of these Pokemon to accompany.
I will say, I don't think there's anything wrong. I don't think there's a wrong choice to pick here. And it really heavily depends if they make Meganium special or not.
And its inhabitants.
Because Meganium was always kind of like the
Here
weak
are some
link,
of the colorful
stat-wise,
characters you'll
move-wise. It's just like a
when
terrible
you arrive
punching
in
bag.
Lumiose, you'll meet a new friend and ally.
Okay, I'm going to double speed this real quick. So this is your rival.
You'll also meet his partner, Floette.
Because of
Lumiose's
Eternal Floette, this has to
redevelopment
take
is
place
being
after the
managed by
events of
Quasar
X and
Inc.
Y.
You'll become acquainted with the company's CEO
Donald Trump,
Jet
S.
and her
Care, and
secretary
Vinny, clearly the antagonists.
The different
if I had
people
to
you
guess.
meet will make your time in Lumiose all the richer. Lumiose all the richer.
Look at that Totodile look around. It's super cute. Like that little detail is like nice.
To help
Wild
people and
zones. People
Pokemon
do not
connect,
like this idea.
Says,
I think that
Visit
it's
has set up wild
okay
zones.
if it's
These areas,
done
located throughout
well.
Lumiose, give wild Pokemon habitats where they can thrive. To catch one of
I find it weird how there's like a fucking like diner right out in the wild zone. Like, what if you just get? What if a Fletchling comes up and just like pecks the shit out of you? Like, what do you do here?
these wild Pokemon,
It's
aim
just like
carefully.
abandoned parts of
Then
the city
throw a
that Pokemon
Pokeball.
overtook. I
If
don't
you're having
know.
a hard time catching one, have one of your Pokemon use its moves to weaken the target, making it easier to
There
catch.
is Mega Ampharos, so it makes sense that there's a Mareep and Flaffy, you know.
This game offers a style of Pokemon battling not seen in previous titles.
Yes.
Moves can have a longer or shorter reach.
Yes, open combat. In Legends Arceus, there was pseudo open combat, which means it was one-sided. The Pokemon could attack you in the open world, but the moment you instigated combat, shit was turn-based. Now it's, for the most part, true open combat, where it's very fluent, and it's not like, as far as I can tell, you just throw your dude out and you're good to go. Maybe there's like a little like, Bidada wants to battle, Bidada wants to battle. Would you send out Totodile? Let's go, you know? I don't know how it's going to be if, like, for wild Pokemon.
Or different areas of effect.
But if it's going to be
So choose your-
seamless, and that's pretty cool. In addition, it looks like they took PP out, because the move, as you can see
Timing
right
and
here,
positioning
right there, it went on a cooldown. Protect.
carefully to gain
Goes
the
on
upper
a
hand.
cooldown. This is also really cool that I'm not seeing anyone talk about collision-based moves. Stealth Rock is now like a wall to protect yourself against, which is crazy because this means that positioning with certain moves in certain Pokemon are mandatory, which means there's actually going to be skill involved, not just strategy, like legitimate player skill. And I think that's crazy how no one's talking about that. That's in my mind. That's brilliant. That's awesome.
Lead your partner Pokemon through battles and dodge incoming attacks.
Onyx looking
Swap
a little
Pokemon
small.
if you
I'm not
need
gonna
to
lie.
and find the right moment to unleash a move.
That's cool. He
What's
did get
more,
nicked there, but
certain
that's
Pokemon
nice.
can go beyond evolution by undergoing Mega Evolution. When a trainer's Keystone resonates with the Mega Stone held by their Pokemon, the Pokemon will do
bit.
more than just change shape. It'll unlock a new
So Stone Edge C+. I don't know what the fuck the... Maybe it's just Stone Edge. Maybe it's just Plus, where it's just like an enhanced.
level of power.
I hope that the move visually looks cooler. That's always gonna tickle my jimmies, you know. What is this right here? It must be a Dragalge, right? That looks like a Dragalge, I guess. Level 50s.
Turning the tide of battle in its favor.
Oh, hold on. Let's maybe there's some secret mons hidden
It'll
in the
unlock
teams
a
here.
new level of power, turning the tide of battle
Victory Bell, Clawitzer, Furfru. Nope, nothing crazy here.
in its favor.
Kangaskhan, Gudra. Nope, nothing crazy.
As Lumiose continues its transformation into a city that belongs to both people and Pokemon, who knows what
Oh, they also have confirmed that there's no abilities in the game either, which I think is a little bit of a letdown, but okay, sure.
kinds of encounters
It does
and
make it a little bit
experiences
easier to
will
plan,
await
a
you.
little Zygarde cell. I like abilities a lot in Pokemon.
Legends ZA.
Okay, yeah, and it's coming out most likely the this year's Christmas season, because that makes sense. They want to sell it, which is pretty good for marketing. But anyway, I digress. I think it's great. The only thing that I need to see for myself, not for anyone else, I need to see it. I need to see like 20 minutes of gameplay. I don't care the context, 20 minutes. I need to know that this thing will perform perfectly. Scarlet Violet, as a game, I didn't hate. I liked it quite a bit. However, the performance of that game was hot dog shit, and it got to like 15 frames at one point, which is inexcusable. And I don't like that. That's there's no defending that, realistically. There's just no defending that. But I digress. These are kind of all the thoughts I have on ZA. I do want more. I don't know what, because let Pokemon Legends Zygarde Arceus? Or is it Zygarde? Like ZA, like Zygarde? I don't really know the naming scheme right now. Pokemon Legends, I get that. And it's going to be, about like legendaries. For example, if they make another one, it would be like Pokemon Legends Kyurem, Pokemon Legends K, or something, They already did Arceus, so we can't do Giratina. Pokemon Legends Mewtwo, Pokemon Legends. My brain is skipping out right now. Pokemon Legends Necrozma. They could do shit like that. I don't think they will, but we'll see. This is only the second installment. We don't even know if this is like a true series. Right now, this is a sequel. It's not a series yet. You need it to be a trilogy in order to call it a series. But this is all the core thoughts I have on this. I'm excited for it. I need to see more. If this was coming out tomorrow, I probably wouldn't buy it day one. Obviously, I would definitely need to see more. But anyway, I just wanted to like share my light on it because I have been seeing a lot of people talk about it, but people have been saying the same points over and over again. People kind of didn't been talking about the things, and I'm like, you should be talking about this. What the fuck? But anyway. Screenshots and game footage in the product are in development and not final products. I hope that just means it looks better. I don't think the game looks shit as it is. It's just performance. Obviously, they're going to show you it in like good performance, but I need to see it in like proper Switch performance, not even Switch 2. But anyway, I digress. Thank you everybody for watching. Hope you had one of them. Hope you have one of them. Until next time we meet. Hope you all have a fucking day. Peace.